What happens if I open this now? Is it going to be... Oh my god, that looks hot. Can we go out yet? No, 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 no. We can't. Welcome back, everybody, to Star Rupture. I am the Bearded OG, and we are picking up where we left off in episode 1. I think our main goal for today is to get the rest of the orbital cargo launchers up and running and the blueprints going for each of the corporations. My goal, at least, at this point, while I'm still new to the game, is to do all of the jobs for all of the corporations eventually. Yeah, so it's been a few days since I last played, so a little bit rusty, so I've got to get my head back in the game. And if we get some time in this episode, we'll also go do a little bit of exploration as well. Okay, so let's see. What do we have going on here? Do we have anything set up in this? Okay, I guess we're still working on... Are we still working on training? Unavailable items. What's it say? Set up an analyzing station. Okay, we got to do that next. So we're still in tutorial mode, so we have to finish that before we can, before it basically sets us free and lets us do whatever we want. So an analyzing station is going to be in here, right here. Okay. And then analyze any plant in the analyzing station. All right, so let's go ahead and split this, and we'll do one of these. That gives us 10 data points.
Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with. The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves, and will appreciate it when you choose them. Once you research enough plants, send the data to our scientists and claim your reward. In the future, you will need to decide which corporations you want to share your research with.
I don't know why it repeats that.
The data from Arcadia is so valuable that companies prefer to keep it to themselves.
Okay.
And will appreciate it when you choose them.
Is that actually the case where we have to choose, or can we not send data to all of them? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so because we have to use data points to get to level 4 as opposed to sending them, resources, let's go ahead and split this. This is going to give us 30 data points. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I know we're going to come across more meteorite hearts later, so let's go ahead and research this.
Let's send this.
Okay, and then let's do 2 of these.
Data collected.
All right, and then let's save. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's hang on to say maybe 10 of these, and we'll do the rest of these in here. That gives us 140 data points. And then likewise, we'll do the same thing here. We'll hang on to 10 of these. And we'll do this. 85 data points. Okay, so how... do we... Okay, how do I know how many data points I need to get to the smelter? We have 295. Level up?
It's time for the final stage of
we
introductory training. Raw materials aren't very useful to corporations, since they need to produce something with them anyway. Use the buildings you have available, and automate the production of the more valuable items.
Why can't they process them themselves? They have factories across the entire solar system.
This will be best explained by a private conversation recorded between 2 executives at the Griffiths Military Corporation.
So you're telling me all of the tax laws only apply to the solar system? Bro, the mining tax, the cosmic fees,
Bro.
deductions from extraterrestrial income, the cost of insuring sensitive cargo, legally none of that applies to us. They can't even hit us with tariffs. It's free money, man.
I don't know why I asked.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's claim the smelter. All right. Now what we need to do is deconstruct rail between excavator and orbital, build a smelter, connect the excavator to the smelter, select titanium bar recipe, select a commission in the orbital launcher. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm planning on, you know, lining up the other orbital launchers along here. Oh, you know what? There's something that just occurred to me too. When I was editing the first video, I realized that I put this in the wrong place because this needs to be a walkway. So we need to reset all of these. So let's do that first. Okay, and then we'll, is it Z that copies that? Yeah. So we'll just put that there because that's the walkway. Put one there too. And then we'll redo the power. Bring that up to there and rotate it so it's facing that direction then. Whoops. Damn good thing we get everything back, right? There we go. We're gonna need more than 3 of these too, so we might as well. Let's just come all the way out to here. And we need another walkway here, but that's not gonna work right. Can't quite get up there. All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's put one more solar thingy in. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to, one thing I want to be kind of careful of is I don't want to put a bunch of extra platforms in just because that could affect performance. Whoops. I gotta remember to press the left mouse button to set those in place. So that's gonna need to come out to there. And then for the time being, let's put some stairs here. They may not stay here permanently, but we just kind of need a way to get up here. It's kind of too bad that didn't work out. So all that really means then is that we're just going to have a double walkway going this way. Okay, that should be fine. And then we'll fill that in there. This space is open for more orbital launchers, which means we want to do this. We need to put a pillar in here just to match that. There we go. Takes a little bit of getting used to, you know, figuring out how the building works in here, but it's actually not bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, why don't we also redo this? So we'll put another one of these here. And we'll take this one away and just put that in there. There we go. All right, that works. So we got the power taken care of. Now what we need to do is figure out where we're going to set up our furnaces. Or smelters, or whatever they're called. Smelter. Okay, so I think I need to remember what the ratio of all this is. So let's take this rail down. Here's a question: if I embed this in here, do I get the materials back of the 12? Yeah, the 12 tiles. I don't know. I don't know if I did or not. I'm not sure. I didn't see anything pop up on the screen, but what I should have done is looked at those. That's right. We can maybe do that later. Okay, so here's the thing. This thing will take in... So it's a 2 products. No, it produces 2 products every 2 seconds. All right, so what about the input, though? It requires 2 titanium ore. So I'm going to assume that it's a 2 to 2 to 2 ratio, but I don't think that's... Wait, is that correct? Let's go look at the smelter. And it does matter, you know, because this is a normal mode as node, sorry, as opposed to a poor node. I think are we producing 4 per cycle on this? I think we are, but let's double check it. Yes, okay. So that means this one excavator can support 2 smelters. Very good. Okay. This one can only support 1 because this is a poor node. And we'll have the same issue over here. Okay, so now the next question is... I think I'm gonna... Even if this is just temporary, let's also put... Where's the walkway? Let's also put some stairs here. Okay. So we can feed 2 smelters, and the output is 2 every 2 seconds. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, we could have one smelter service multiple orbitals. It's just going to, you know, be a matter of how long do we want that to take. So I think what I want to do in that regard is if we do a second one of these. Here, gotta get it. We could have one smelter feeding 2 orbitals, orbital launchers, and if we're going to do that, can we set this... Okay, while I'm thinking about it, let's let's fill this back in. Alright, so we have 240 basic building materials. Oh, you know what? I don't think this is going to work right. Now that I think more about it, unless we... Because if we put the smelter on and then do the... Oh, okay, hold on a sec. So that will line it up with the second one. And also, I need to rotate it too. But what I actually want to do is I want to line it up with that there. Okay, so we have 240. We put that down. We used 100. And now we only have 140. So we did not get the materials back for the platform. Okay. And I also put that too close too, didn't I? Is that lined up there? I think it is. But it's too close. Okay, so then let's... Can I do a right click and select multiples? Or a control, hold, deconstruct. Yeah, it doesn't appear like I can... I'm gonna pick those up again so I get the materials back. Ooh, that covered the walkway too. Okay, well, you know, again, this is all just me kind of figuring stuff out here. So it might be a little bit challenging without a lot of planning ahead of time to have smooth walkways, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now because this is our first time doing this. So let's try and be neat, but let's not go overboard with it either. Okay, so let's grab the smelter again. We need to hold it back to here, and we need to right to here. Move it up, and then I think that's where we want it. Alright, and put those back in there. So it just kind of messes up our walkway here. It doesn't in terms of spacing, but in terms of, you know, the dark versus gray color, but that's not a big deal. Alright, so that should be perfectly lined up with this orbital launcher and also with this. Let's go ahead and rail this up. Is that not lined up? Yeah, it is. It's just that that's a little higher. I could probably fix that by redoing this riser and moving it up one more notch. That still doesn't appear to be perfectly level. So maybe it's a situation where we aren't going to be able to do that. But let's at least raise this one up too, so that way... let's see. Yeah, I'm just putting this one here temporarily as a placeholder. Middle mouse button, and then we want to go 2 clicks up. Okay. We go from there to there. Yeah, I think that's as good as it's going to get. This is probably not perfectly level just because of the terrain itself, maybe? I don't know. It seems to me like that shouldn't matter because everything's on a grid. But, again, I think that's probably as good as it's going to get, unless I need to go up even another click. Okay, yeah, so moving that up one more click now makes it a little higher. See, it's not quite level. There's a little bit of an arch here as it drops down. So I think that's... I don't understand that because... Well, maybe it has something to do with the height of the input on this guy, because the foundations should be aligned with one another on the grid. Fair enough. Okay, I'm just going to reload then, and we'll go with what we had before. Excellent.
Dehydrated.
Wait a second. Did I load the wrong game? No, that's where we were. I don't know why my stairs are missing though. That's weird. I must have taken them down without realizing it. Okay. Let's drink some hydro bulbs. And we'll also eat some of these cola fruit thingies. Okay, so that takes care of that for the time being. We still have all 20 of our survival food packs too. Okay, so we can feed 2 smelters with 1 extractor. So this smelter here, for now, I'm going to use it to feed both of these. Right, so what we need then is we need to put down a splitter, a rail connector thingy. And yeah, I guess it would go right there. That's gonna... Okay, hold on a sec. Will it let me... do this? No, it isn't going to let me do it that way because there's not enough block space between the things. I would need 4 blocks. Okay, again, we're learning here. We're figuring this out. So I guess what we'll do then is we'll just do what we had before. Trying to get that to attach there. What if we put it over here though? Because we're going to have some curving going on. I think... Okay. Let's go from you to you, or you. Yeah, I guess it's 6 and 1/2 does the other, and then you can feed into there, and I'm gonna feed it like this just because if we decide later to also use that attachment, it's available to us. All right, so that takes care of that stuff. Now we should be able to queue up titanium and awaiting items. Drone request priority. Okay, I don't think we need to worry about that right now. Okay, why? Oh, it's not doing anything because I don't have a recipe yet. Okay, training corp. Choose this recipe here.
We're nearing the end of our training.
Let's do this one
Please
as
answer
well.
the following questions. On a scale of 1 to
Here it
10,
comes.
how anxious does being incinerated alive make you feel?
I can think of worse ways to go. 6.
Understood. On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid are you of arachnids about 1 meter in diameter?
These questions are starting to worry me.
Yeah, no shit.
There's no need. Questions never killed anyone.
That's funny. Okay. Produce titanium bars. Okay, we just did that. Reach level 5 and claim the rewards. We just have to wait for them to get whatever amount they need. They need 100. But since we have, 2 of these going at a time, it should go pretty quickly. And that has stopped or slowed down because these guys are getting everything they need to finish up the order. This is fun, man. I'm enjoying this. Really cool. Level 5 is unlocked. Hell yeah. Okay. That gets us platform modules, advanced habitat modules, a vertical connector and a horizontal connector, and advanced platforms, pillar support, and an extended walkway. Your basic training on Arcadia 7 is over, but it's only the beginning of your sentence. Collect resources, optimize production, defend your base, and try to survive. Other players can now join your game. Star Rupture is early access. If you encounter any issues, let us know. Thank you. Okay.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place, and a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location barrier disabled. Sedative injector disconnected.
Sedative injector?
Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members. Ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure and quickly pay off your debt. Good luck.
Testing comms. Testing.
What was that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only PO212, one of your colleagues. You're connected via audio, even when they're not currently active.
When they're not active?
The human brain can't go on for too long without stimulation. When sleeves are sleeping in the regeneration chamber, they get a constant audio and video feed of everything you do. They can also communicate with you. You'll also get this opportunity.
Everything I do?
Yeah.
Relax. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, what happens if I have to take a shit or something? I don't want them watching that. Oh, okay. That's funny. All right, so let's see here. We are now loose, and we can go do some exploration. I think our first order of business needs to be to get a weapon. And I believe that is going to be Griffith's. Yes, the pistol. So, what we want to do is do a job for Griffith's in our orbital launchers, and then while we're waiting for that, we'll set up more orbital launchers. Okay, so unsent items will be returned to inventory. Okay.
Great.
And so what, did I just get... Yeah, okay, so I got those titanium bars back, because apparently... Well, that's weird. You'd think the game would have been able to do that math, but apparently it over... Oh, I think it might have to do with the fact that it produces 5 per, maybe? Or had to send 5 per? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so we want to go to Griffith's, and we want to... okay, you just, again, want titanium bars. And we might as well throw those in there now. And can we also do that same job in here? Yes, we can. Okay, cool. So I like the fact that we can get 2 orbital launchers going at the same time for the same contract. So let's let that do its thing. I don't know how long it's going to take. Probably not too long at all. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up some more of these guys. Yeah, so I think for now we'll probably set them up. Can we set them up in the same, you know, just continuing to set them right next to each other and use the same arrangement that we did with the other one. Of course, here's the thing though. What we should actually do is get Wolfram going next. Yeah, let's do that. And I don't know what quality these nodes are, because they all kind of look the same to me. I guess the only way to figure that out is to put an extractor down and take a look at it. There should be a way that we could look at this and tell what quality it is. Maybe that's something they'll add in, you know, for future versions of the game. So let's see. Where's the smelter? Smelter, smelter, smelter. Wherefore art thou? Sorry, not smelter, excavator. There we go. Oh, we need more of that. Okay. So why don't we do this? We don't need this excavator at the moment. So let's take it down. I only had set that there so I could, you know, tell what the positioning was going to be. And let's just pop that down there for a second. So this is a 2x2, okay. I have a feeling like all of these might be that because they all look the same, but let's just test that theory since we don't know for sure. 2x2, okay. And let's see what this one is. Two by two. Okay. So that means then that one excavator per smelter. So let's take that one back down. We'll put this excavator... Okay, do we want to rotate it this way? I think we do. All right. Now, if I can get a rail to this guy, just to get it powered, so it will start producing just the ore for me, and that way I don't have to hand mine it. So how am I going to do that, actually? If this was a... No, we don't want to do that. Never mind. Okay, let's just see if we can put a rail on here.
E4101. You look like you're a magnet for trouble.
I won't pretend I'm a saint. I've helped smuggle this and that in my time for those in need.
People like you don't understand order. You just cause more problems for everyone else.
And you always followed orders and ended up in the exact same place as I did. I'd rather not follow anyone and be free.
You know nothing about me.
Okay, interesting dialogue. So I just hooked this up to get power here, so this will start mining. So this is very temporary, and that's why I'm not worried about it being super neat looking. Okay, so you're continuing to feed them. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I've got plenty of titanium. It's wolfram. I guess I am gonna... Well, here, let's just grab what it has. I'm gonna put another excavator down for the same reason, just so it starts, how do I shift click stuff? Oh, double click, there we go. Just so I can have a couple of excavators just getting the ore itself for us for building purposes. That way I can always keep this one running, you know, on whatever titanium orders that we have. At least that's kind of what's in my head now. Again, I'm trying to figure all this stuff out, so let's just make the maximum amount we can. And as time goes on, you know, I'll learn.
I feel stronger.
Okay. Oh, we have a movement level up. Oh, speaking of which, don't we have... Do we have the ability to do skills and stuff in this game, or am I thinking of a different game? What is all this? Ah, okay. So... Okay, so I think what happens is we just level automatically based upon action skills, which I love. And then once we get to level 10, we can start using limbs, which are like implants. I think that's how that works. Let's show our weapons. which we don't have any, but we're working on that. What is this? Story items are not lost on death. Story items are shared with other players. And don't know exactly what that means, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so I'm just going to put... Since we want to... Okay, well, wait a minute, though. That's done. So, again, I want to keep that dedicated to doing contracts, unless we get to a point where we have to stop or can't proceed, you know, for a while. So why don't we set you here? And I think what we'll do for power on this guy, instead of hooking up a conveyor line, let's just run some platforms over to him. Okay, so let's take this up. And then we'll run these to...
I don't get it, Sam. What's so interesting in beetles or flowers?
They're part of the world we live in and are inextricably connected to it. We wouldn't exist without beetles or flowers.
We wouldn't exist without fundamental forces. Beetles and flowers can be easily replaced with automated systems. You can't replace electromagnetism.
You'd really want to live in a world without plants?
I wouldn't mind it.
Okay, so apparently I can't do the flexible connector thingy directly to the base of that. So my guess is that we have to put a platform on here. What if we did that? We can't attach any platforms to this. Must be a height thingy, which means this isn't probably going to work at all. That's weird. Oh, maybe you can't connect platforms to any excavators just because they're going to be on a different grid than... Yeah, okay, that's what the deal is there. Okay, so we have to use a conveyor line to power this thing up. Interesting.
The Griffiths Blue Corporation is grateful for all of your shipments.
Nice.
Remember that supporting this particular company will allow you to upgrade your arsenal, which will certainly help in surviving on Arcadia.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I want to deal with this. We could put a splitter in place to run off of... I don't know, maybe it's not worth the hassle to do this. Maybe we should just set it up and actually use it, and then when stuff's not running, those buffers will fill back up. I think that's what we'll do. Anyway, let's go do the Griffiths thing.
You've just unlocked the UPP-7.
Oh.
We hope it will help you better deal with the planet's dangers.
Huh. Good weapon. I used it back at the academy. Why are you giving it to us? This is a peaceful mission.
Arcadia 7 still has some surprises left in store for you.
Okay. It just gave it to us. We didn't have to actually craft it, which is weird. I think we should have to craft it. That'd be more fun. But it is what it is. Okay, so now to make ammunition. How do we make ammunition? Apparently we can't. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is input, this is output, or recipes. Gotcha. Okay. So this just requires basic building material. 30. So that's going to be 300. Right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's load this up. What I'm going to do is go... Yeah, we don't even need this, actually. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Can I attach... You know, one thing we might be able to do... We might be able to put a rail connector here. Okay, so I need to go up. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's just... Oh, wow, we can go that low. Okay, now what we're going to do is redo this. Yeah, you go into there. You go into there. So that stayed, yeah, that stayed straight. And then you can go into there. Building can't be played. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I'm going the wrong direction, that's why. From here to here. There, that powers this up, so that can be making extra titanium for us. Alright, that worked out okay. Now what I want to do, can I run up the rail? Oh, look at that! Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I want to pull this ore out of here.
Huh.
Because I was going to try and, you know, build a stairway up there, but if we can just walk up the rail, might as well just do that, right? Alright, let's go... Let's go ahead and copy you. Okay, where do you place? You place right there. We could work with that angle, or... Yeah, let's go that route. Now, what I'm gonna do, again, this is temporary. Is let's grab a rail connector and get right about here-ish and right about here-ish. Yeah, that's fine, because again, this is temporary, so it doesn't have to be super neat. And then what we'll do is we'll go into there and into there, and we'll also run into here. So that way we got these guys making wolfram ore for us too. Okay. So grab that out of there. Grab whatever it has so far. I just want to make a whole mess of ammo. That's what we're doing. Do I have a sort option here? Inventory. Here. Wait. Yeah, sort. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's see what that gives us. We just got another level up for moving. Alright, so we'll do maximum amount of those, and then just what? Wait. What did I just do? Oh. Yeah, I need to go back to this recipe, make the maximum amount of those. Okay, so that gives us 1,146. Yeah, let's just make like 2-ish stacks. So we basically need 128 more of the ammo. So that's going to give us, and we do 10, so that's, why can't we do 100? No, because we don't have enough to make 100, which would be 1,000, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should give us, oh my god, I miscalculated that. Crap. Yeah, I should have done that with 1, not 10. Duh. Okay, well, we have plenty of ammo now. We need to get storage going. Oh, you know what we can do for the moment is we can get storage.
So you were a soldier?
That's right.
Then I have a question. How can you sleep knowing everything you had to do in the name of the IRO?
I don't sleep too well. But not because of the orders I carried out, but because of the ones I didn't.
So even after your sentencing, you're still on their side?
No. I'm on our side. All of us. The side of peace.
We are not going to be friends.
Okay, so I can use this storage. So let's put that stuff in there. Why don't we put the helium in there for now? Because we don't, and also the calcium, because we don't need that stuff right now. And I think what I'd like to do with the titanium ore is get some more wolfram and just turn it all into basic building materials. Because what we're going to do for the rest of this episode is we're going to go do a little bit of exploring. It's funny, it still tells me that tip every time I leave the shuttle. If I understand correctly, we got to do a few corporate jobs before we can get to storage. Maybe. I don't know. Let's actually look at that. Oh, can I... Let's say crouch under that. Here, let's look at this. So which one of these gives us storage? Is it Clever Robotics? Yes. So let's actually work on this next. So Clever Robotics is what we want to do. But does that require wolfram? Does this give it some titanium?
Just what I need.
Clever Robotics. No, that requires wolfram. No, it does require wolfram. Okay. So before we go store, you know what? Let's just fire this one up. Is it coming? Oh, right. We got to do a smelter. We just have the raw ore connected to it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do then. Let's grab these 2 batches of ore. Just so we can make some more of the building components. And now that I think about it, I shouldn't have picked up that titanium. So can we get something else going in here that requires titanium? Yeah, this. Selenium. Griffiths wants that. We're going to do Clever Robotics. Yeah, so let's just do this selenium order so we can get that out of our inventory. Now, we need to put another smelter down. So let's get rid of this. And copy the smelter. If we want that to go straight in there, I think we have to do this. Yes. Okay. Grab a conveyor. And then you to you. And here we go. Okay, nice. You are sending ore, right? Excuse me. I don't see it. Is that just because we're out of render distance? Why isn't the ore coming down the line? Oh, I know why. Because I have to set the extractor or smelter to make wolfram. There we go. Now it's coming. Perfect. Okay, so that'll work on this while we're exploring, and hopefully when we come back we'll be able to make personal storage. Alright, I think we're ready to set off. Let's turn all of the rest of this into that, just to clear out our inventory as much as possible, so we have room for other things. And can I put the ore directly in here? Should be able to, right? Yeah, look at that. Nice. Okay. I think we want to eat to gain effect. This is healing. Yeah, I think we'll keep all this with us.
Changing mags.
And let's go do some exploration. So we might as well. Do we have a map? No, not at the moment. Anyways, I think we'll be able to research it, but we don't. So let's just go towards that thing, and we want to, because we weren't able to go any further than this before, and we want to start picking this stuff both for our own consumption, but also for more research data too. And I'm sure we're gonna run into some bad. In fact, there's bad right there. So this will be our first combat. Where did he go?
We need to survive. I feel stronger.
Okay, we just leveled up in survival. That guy must have fallen. Well, what's that? That guy must have fallen down into a ravine or something. I believe they drop things too that we can research. Oh yeah, look at them down there. Oh shit!
Gal, what's going on?
Oh, they can jump!
You've entered an infection cloud. Microorganisms from the vermin are reacting with your equipment, disrupting your shield.
So, we need a fight exposed. Threat eliminated. What was that?
They're vermin, the main threat on this planet.
What do you mean, main?
Most of the people that arrived on Arcadia 7 were eliminated by these creatures. Natural disasters you can prepare for, but vermin are a bit more unpredictable.
Why weren't we told about them?
The IRO imposed a TS9 top-secret clause on their existence. They made very sure no one ever found out about them. Aside from high-ranking officials, only people sent directly to the planet have ever learned of their existence.
Claywood was here. You should have told us. You knew.
Wanted to wait for that dialogue to finish, but I just discovered something cool. We have a double jump, so watch this. Very cool. Love it. Guess we can't pick any of that up. Okay, grab some more of those. I don't think we need to mine that stuff. Maybe we'll get the helium just because we don't have a lot of that yet. But titanium and all the other stuff we won't mine. We will mine any meteorites we come across though for the hearts. So 2 is pistol, 1 is mining tool. Okay, gotcha. Alright, let's go up this way. This is fun, man. I like the feel of this gun. It's feels pretty solid. And it's kind of satisfying, you know, to shoot those guys and watch them explode too. Just saying. Oh wow, look at that. Those plateaus over there. That is cool. What is that green shit? Let's go over that way and just investigate that.
Acquired.
Okay, we got enemies somewhere. Don't see them yet. They have a pretty big aggro range. Just... Nope, there's more. Do I have melee? Move, crouch, interact, cancel. Grenade. And man, preload fire. It doesn't look like I do. Yeah, that's pretty solid gunplay. I like that.
Reloading.
I guess these dudes don't drop them.
Changing mags.
Alright, what do we got going on over here with all this green stuff? That's probably a different biome, and is the green
I
stuff
need to survive.
represent some kind of, like, you know, toxic vapor or something? I don't know. I guess it's gonna tell us. Oh, radiation! Holy shit! Okay, I guess we're not going that way. There'll probably be something we can craft or ingest later on, which will allow us to go there.
Reloading.
Alright, let's go over this way. Oh, that is fun, man. That double... Oh, shit. More radiation. I hope that's not like the end of the map scenario and we can actually go... Oh, my God. Look at that. I think that's a... You know, like a level 3 or a pristine titanium node. Because look how clean it is and kind of prismatic looking. Can we... Oh, we can't quite get to it, though.
That was some good training.
Alright. I'm gonna hope that we can eventually go down there. We just need radiation protection of some sort. And that that's not like the end of the map, because that would suck. Alright, grab these guys.
Acquired.
This is just gonna lead back down into that radiation zone. Let's just go as far as it'll let us. That's good to know, man, that we have that stuff there. Yeah, okay, we can't go any further than that. I'd like to find some more water so I can get some more of those hydro bulb things. I don't know if they respawn before the... Can we pick this? Nope. Stinger plants. Before the star rupture happens. I believe everything respawns after the star rupture. Though, you know what? I'm not 100% positive about that either. Alright, let's go this way. There's more enemies there. Yeah, they have a really long aggro range. There's a thing here. A drone wreck. Guess we loot it here. That's a damaged logic board.
Let's see.
What do we do with it? This damaged component of a drone could be worth something. Use it in it. Oh my God, 400 data points? Woo! Nice. We get 55 for the exploder thingy. Wow, that was worth finding. It's a huge amount of data points. What's this? That's interesting. Okay, let's go. We have a meteorite. Let's go get that so we can get the heart out of it. And more water too, so hopefully there's more of the bulb things. What's this sparkly shit? Oh, a dead body. The hell is that stuff? Like, tentacle octopus mushroom thingies. A Nutra-Chew eats to gain effect, gain 30 calories.
Dehydrated.
And 40 hydration, and there's 3 of them. Oh my god, nice. What's this? Energy boosts. Triples natural energy regeneration, lasts for 30 minutes. Does not stack with other energy. And this is a damaged memory module worth 350 data points. Oh, and I guess those guys are done. Interesting. Okay, let's harvest this. Okay, got ourselves another meteorite heart. And are there any hydro bulbs here? Normally they're in these green olive plants. Yeah, here's some. Good.
I need to survive.
Yeah, you don't need to keep telling me that we need to survive, bro. The first, 10 times was enough. I wonder if you can turn that stuff off. Because, after a while, it's going to get a little, like, yeah, I know. Okay, we didn't get a lot of hydro bulbs, but we got some. Whatever these things are, these are new to us, so let's check them out. A prickler. Alright. What a prickler.
I am detecting increased Rupture activity. Prepare yourselves for a wave.
Oh shit, I think that means we're gonna get a star rupture. Okay, let's get back to our base pronto. And what we can do is, we can set up a temporary base if we're way far away, but since we're close enough, I wonder if we could survive. I bet you we could survive a star rupture inside of here. I mean, why wouldn't we be able to, right? I just want to put... No, not that. Let's put the helium in storage. And I think just 2 stacks of ammo is probably adequate. The rest is... Well, this stuff... We got a couple things here we want to... Eat to gain 5 calories and 8 hydration. Okay, so we get both food and water from that. Alright, fair enough. So, do we have... Oh my god, look at that. That's insane. It's about ready to rupture. Do we have... oh, wave warning. Okay. Go, 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 go. I'm sure we can survive in here because otherwise we wouldn't be able to take this up. Oh, okay, so it does give us a countdown. Alright, well, this is either going to work or we're going to die horribly.
Rupture's eruption has started. Prepare for impact.
Too bad we didn't have more windows to watch this, but...
Extreme temperature detected.
Hold E to lower temperature? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so I believe we have to wait for the firestorm to subside. And then I think we have a limited amount of time to go out and gather resources, because there's going to be new resources as a result of the star rupture. But we have to... What happens if I open this now? Is it going to be... Oh my god, that looks hot. Can we go out yet? No, 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 no. We can't. Yeah, I think we have to wait for the firestorm. Alright guys, so we're going to wrap up the episode here. And we'll pick up right where we left off in the next episode, and we'll go out and continue exploring when it lets us go out there. So thanks everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.